Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 8 of Let's Talk Amazon Advertising. Today we're going to discuss what to expect in 2020 when it comes to advertising sales, organic sales, or mix between the two. A lot of things has changed since the beginning of 2019 to the end of 2019 that's causing a big drive towards advertising sales that we want to discuss today. So if you haven't already followed my YouTube channel, today I'm doing a screen share. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm looking at. So if you haven't done so, go ahead and jump on over to YouTube and get started over there as well. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and go to the Amazon search bar and type in vitamin D. And now once I type this in, you're going to see all the different advertised products. So you'll start with a sponsored brand. Right now I'm looking at 3 different products at the top, which are all sponsored. And then once I scroll down, the next 3 products are sponsored. So just to kind of walk through this, that's 6 products sponsored, and then I'm going to see 1 organic listing. That's the first organic listing, the top listing right now. So out of the first 7 products, 1 organic listing. And then below this, you're going to see top rated from our brands. Now, these are Amazon brands. They're private label brands that they're going to drive you for you to purchase those. So that's 4 more products. So we've already seen 6 advertising products, 1 organic listing, and now 4 more products before that next organic listing. So now we're already up to 11. Then it says Amazon's Choice Badge customer also shopped Amazon's Choice for, and it gives us a list of another list of products. So 4 more products. So now we're up to 15 products before our second organic listing. And following this is editorial recommendations by Amazon customers. And this is another list of 4 more products that show up before our next organic listing. So now we're up to 19 listings before the second organic listing has shown up. So, and now the 20th listing a customer now sees when searching from their laptop on Amazon.com is the second organic listing. So imagine building your listing up in this niche. You've got the second best vitamin D listing. You're ranked number 2. Yet Amazon customers are seeing you as the 20th listing before ever seeing your listing. So they're going to go through all of those listings before seeing yours. And what that does to our organic sales is it causes it to go down. And what happens is all of our sales now are being made up of advertised sales versus organic sales. So now more than ever in 2020, you need to become an expert in advertising or have an expert in advertising working on your account. Because before, at the beginning of 2019, where you might have seen 10 to 20% of your sales was made up of advertising and 80% organic or even 90% organic, that's going to change. Now it's either 50 and 50, or even in some cases where we see already clients of ours where 80% of their sales is made up of advertising and 20% now of organic. So how important it is now to have advertised products that is a profitable advertising, and not just advertising that's going to break even to help you rank organically, but now it's so important to have profitable advertising going to 2020. So let's just kind of go through this step by step of what this is and kind of different areas where you need to become experts at or become, be greater than your competitors. So first, the first 3 listings you see at the top now is your sponsored brands. So this is a display ad of 3 products. This one's showing, if you're typed in vitamin D, right now I'm seeing Nature Made. It's 3 products. And then next, so below that, so that's your first 3 products. It's a display ad from Natural Made, and the next, Nature Made, and the next 3. The first one is a sponsored product. It's also Nature Made. The next one is another sponsored product, Nature Wise, and then a Garden of Life. That's 3 sponsored search ads there. So those are just normal sponsored products, and they could either be done through a manual or an automatic campaign. So that are showing up through the search. So those are the next 3. And then you got your organic listing. Your number 1 organic listing is the 7th one down. After that, top rated from our brands. You can't really compete there unless you're Amazon. So those are just Amazon brands. And then customer also shop for, really the only way to find your spot in this is have an Amazon's Choice badge and something similar to that keyword or that keyword. So that's the only way to really find your way there. And then the editorial recommendations. Still, this is an Amazon-driven deal. Nothing really too much you can do here as far as getting those editorial recommendations as well. So then you got your organic listings after that. So that's why it's important to make sure your sponsored brands are very optimized. But most importantly right now is make sure your search term advertising is optimized, such as even your automatic campaigns. If those are not optimized and making you money, that's not good, because your automatic campaigns should be making you money. If you haven't already optimized your automatic campaigns, you can check out my video. I'll post it right here, and you go ahead and check that video out. It'll show you step by step on how to optimize your automatic campaigns. Also, your manual campaigns, make sure those are fully optimized. And then so once you get to that product, so now we're going to go into a product. Okay, you got the #1 organic listing. So it's still not over. The advertising battle is still not over. Even if you got the #1 organic listing, the only product rated in the first 19 products that isn't advertised or Amazon driven, such as their brands, it's still not over. Once you go onto this listing here, the first thing you're going to see is a similar item to consider, which is an Amazon brand, of course. The next one is a display ad. That's another advertised product there. That's a display. Then you come down here, you're going to see 4 stars and above sponsored. So these are all a full list of products that are being advertised. Below that are products as well being advertised, sponsored products related to this item. So once the customers get to your listing, it's still not over. You still have to protect your brand, protect your listings by having whether it's product display ads or product targeting ads to take some of this real estate away from your competitors from getting in and diving in and stealing sales off your product detail page. So that's why more than ever in 2020 is it's so important to have fully optimized advertising and just really becoming an expert. And if you don't have the time or the energy or the resources to be an expert, find a team. My team at Out My Ads is we handle many clients through this process. And when all these changes started taking place, September, October, November, when we saw sales just kind of organic sales just kind of dive down and more sales needed to be pushed through advertising, we were there trying to, do our research and figure out the best ways to combat this. Is kind of what we're doing now for 2020. So yeah, that's it for today's episode. Like I said, 2020 is going to look a lot different than 2019 when it comes to advertising. So let's get out there. Let's be the experts. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and like my channel, like my podcast, follow it, and subscribe. And make sure you turn on your alerts so you're getting every episode that I'm releasing. I'm releasing more and more content. And so go ahead and subscribe and go ahead and do something about today. Go ahead and take action. Let's go ahead and do the research for advertising and combat some of these difficulties. So, all right, we'll see you next time.